working as intended. That was weird. I put an extra 0 there. Oh well. Anyway, good day mates, I'm Nilust, and welcome back to... Well, welcome me back to being here. And welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Last time I left off on this train, we were just starting chapter 19. And also, hippity hoppity. Been about a week since I've done things. I have been not feeling well, but I'm back now. Not feeling quite as dead as I have the past few mornings. Now, disco. Wait. For loading. Alright. Now we just began this chapter, so I think everyone needs to be talked to, among other things. Anyway, first order of business, we're going to talk to Ferdinand and see what's going on at the training.
I have been wondering something. If I had not been your student, where would I be right now? Who would I be?
You'd probably be dead.
Do you ever think about that sort of thing, Professor? Ah, so you do think about such questions. You can never find answers, though, right? We cannot turn back time. So there is no way to go back and try a different path.
That's what you think, Birdie.
I have been...
Well, you're happy as a clam. In fact, let me go check the goals real quick. The dude needs cheering up, so Spain, Mercedes. Yes. Petra. Rayanne. Jameer. And that's about it. It's the event's brawling tournament today. I think I know who would be up for that. Let's first cheer up the dude. I think he's in here.
Let's see.
Sylvain is just outside. We'll talk to him first. Then we'll do the do and...
What about Deirdre, the aquatic capital? I've heard it's a magnificent city, you know? If we're going, I wish it wasn't to wage war. It'd be more fun to visit with a cute girl on my arm. You're right. That's something to look forward to.
yeah. You also need cheering up. You're a rather dapper fellow.
Oh, I can...
And... okay. Well, I'm sure he doesn't enjoy studying crests at all.
Thanks so much.
Okay, he's partial to exotic
Thanks so
spices.
much.
There we go.
Hello.
Let's see.
It was over 20 years ago. There was an illness raging across Ferdiad, while people were dying left and right. It was Cornelia who saved the kingdom from that dreadful illness. No, I hear she was originally an imperial scholar. She was in the kingdom by my father's invitation. People praised Cornelia as a saint for ending the epidemic. But there came a day when she completely changed. Her behavior, mannerisms, likes, dislikes, everything. Despite all that, Father still appointed her to a high post. After all, she had saved the kingdom from ruin by that disease. But above all, my stepmother trusted her. That's why what that woman said is... Never mind.
People suddenly changing.
Lord Rodrigue Fraldarius has passed on. Margrave Gautier has assumed his position and is now gathering the lords of the Eastern Territories. House Gautier is equal in prestige to House Fraldarius. Sylvain is a Gautier. These lords are reorganizing the Fargus army and eradicating any remaining factions that claim allegiance to the Empire. Of course, His Highness is being kept apprised with regular reports, but it falls to me to monitor him and ensure he does not try to take on too much. I would ask you to do the same. If you take your eyes off that man, even for a moment, he is liable to do something rash.
Want me to babysit him, basically. Alright, well... I know you like gardening.
For me? Thank you.
I just happen to have 2 of these watering cannons.
For me? Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright.
Okay.
I've pumped him up proper. Gonna have him box. Because he is my best boxer easily. Do punch it.
Luck wasn't with you.
The grappler will do nothing.
More proof of my loyalty. I'll cut a path for His Highness.
A wall. Got a crit.
A threat eliminated.
Wow. That's finals. We are going to restore some. Okay. Might as well. He's gonna do nothing now. We're gonna destroy him.
You will regret this! Had to be done.
We have brawled. Okay. Okay, so our next objective is gonna be talk to everyone else while we're at it. Anybody's there.
What do you think?
Oh,
Guess this doesn't end with liberating the kingdom capital. Deirdre is next. That prince really works his people hard, doesn't he? Or should I be calling him a king now? Whatever the title is, he'll always be Dimitri to me.
fair point.
That's right. Didn't they used to call Claude the Master Tactician? I want a nickname too. Maybe I'll get one if I can rescue him at Deirdre. I'll come up with a plan that's even better than his and earn a nickname for sure.
Yeah, sure that will happen. And we'll be door for classroom. There she is.
I'm glad Dimitri and Claude don't have to fight one another. I am the daughter of an Alliance Lord, though, so I suppose that goes without saying. Having to fight with your former classmates is just so terribly sad.
Oh, right. He's gearing up.
I appreciate this.
Or dormant. Also, you like...
I appreciate this.
There we go. Perfect. Anyway. No. Suppose I'll go work on the rest that need cheering up. Days and that's extra. The mirror, wherever she be. Close down there. Touchers at the dock.
How is this? I am being told you can see the sea from Deirdre. Not just see, that it is right there in front of you. In Bridget, the sea has great closeness. I would be looking at it every day. But in Garrick Mach, we cannot look at the sea. So I am feeling drawn to Deirdre. Yes, I think the sea has much beauty, but can also be frightening.
No, you like them.
This is giving me great joy.
Yeah.
This is giving me great joy.
Okay. Got supports between me and Petra, looks like. Well, they're all right up here. Oh. Here's there.
Claude, eh? He always was sharp among his peers. Never let himself get caught up in conventions. Oh, he wasn't typical in Fodlan. I'd like to save him if we can. I know. And I'm sure he's already calculated exactly when that will be. Thanks. I agree. Thanks.
All right. Well,
That reminds me. A hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. Do you know that saying? No? That's because I just made it up.
wow.
If you're hungry, you're never going to be at full strength. Keep your belly full and stay strong.
Oh then. That's weird. Very random. And there are two that need to be cheered up are right here. You.
Deirdre, huh? I've always wanted to go there. In Fargus, most of the towns are pretty much glorified fortresses. So, to hear about a place called the Aquatic Capital, it just sounds so elegant. When the war's over, I hope I can visit with everyone there.
Yeah, so we're like going to like Disneyland. Anyway. Something tells me you're a fan of math.
I love it! Deirdre,
Whoops.
when the war...
Meant to talk to Mercy. There
I
we go.
went to visit my adoptive father at his home in the capital. He used to grovel at Cornelia's feet when the city was under her control. But after it was liberated, he started courting the kingdom instead. Absolutely. He's hopeless. I suppose when you're a merchant, that's all you know. No matter what becomes of the world, it'll always be plagued by people like him.
God damn. Well, someone tells you like this world, Darwin.
Thank you.
Kinda. Give me this.
Oh my, this is great!
And lavender.
Oh my, this is...
Oh right, should just give you the lavender and the beads to begin with. Hey. Okay. No bar decreasing. Check. Okay. Next order of business is go to garden to check our plants. I don't think I did. Or if I did, I don't remember.
No.
It's been 2 weeks. Good. Now I shall plant. Okay, now that's figured out. Alright. They're all in this stretch here. Bernie.
Claude. Which one was he again? Oh, right. Yeah, of course I remember him. It's just, I can't picture his face. Don't remember what he looks like. I'm not sure if I ever knew.
Let's see. So war finally comes to the Alliance territories. I don't mean that there's never been fighting on Alliance soil, of course. There have been countless skirmishes between neighboring lords, as well as conflicts with Almyra. But this is an invasion by an army of the Empire. It's a whole different animal. I don't want to see my family get dragged into this. I hope we can drive back the Empire.
The very same night we liberated the capital, a messenger arrived from Deirdre. Claude must have predicted that we'd retake it. Claude's a hard person to read.
Yeah.
It's obvious not much escapes his eye, though. Kind of unsettling, honestly.
Right there that, oh hey, Teach is on there. Maybe Teach can do it. Probably what he's thinking. Okay. To the market.
That reminds me. We took Ferdiad back, but I never found the time to go shopping there.
When the war's over and the city is revitalized, I'd like to visit again. Will you come with me, Professor? Really? Oh, I'm so glad. Although, I suppose we have bigger things on our plate, like Claude. He's in big trouble. I bet my family is too. We
Yep.
have to help them, Professor. I know we can't lose with you on our side.
Damn straight. We won't lose with me on here.
Professor?
That reminds me.
Friend.
We can't actually join you on the battlefield, but rest assured that we're there in spirit. We're doing everything we can to support the army, so give it your all out there.
Nice. FL's there. Have church to
Professor?
go. Gatekeeper.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Deirdre is known as the aquatic capital. It's a
Thanks for
beautiful
alert,
town
Jay.
with streets that seem to float on the water and an impressive harbor. In times of peace, it would be a wonderful place for a holiday. Anyway, best of luck in the next battle.
We're gonna go help Claude? I haven't seen him in forever. Wonder how he's been. I chose this side because I believe in you, Professor. But it's not like I got anything against Claude. Of course! Claude was the kind of person who would be instantly friends with anyone. I got no clue what'll happen to the Alliance. But I sure hope Claude doesn't die.
Don't worry, I think you'll all be fine. Something tells me you'll be fine. I mean, most of you are here with me, right? Petra.
Professor, please do not be concerned. I just did too much overworking and lost my strength. Yes, I have no problems. Accept my apology for giving you worry. I have sorrow. I am sorry to be fainting at a time like this. Even though I was not asking for your care and attention, you gave it willingly. I am thinking that is incorrect. Will you have a listen to me? There is something that I must be saying. I am thinking you already have knowledge of why I came to Fodlan. Not for studying, but as a hostage for the Empire. So that Bridget would not be rebelling anymore. It feels like a knife against my throat. That I am making my grandfather obey the Empire. If I were running away from the Empire, then Bridget would be defeated. I am not having any options. To be living, I must be fighting to win. For Bridget to be living, the Empire needs to be crushed. So I must be crushing the Empire. That is what my people are wanting from me. And what my grandfather, the King of Bridget, is wanting. My want? I am not knowing of that. The wants of my people are something I have power to achieve. Their wants are my own. What I really want... I have understanding. Wait, no, I actually do not have understanding. Yet. What I am understanding is that there is something I am not understanding. When I know what my true want is, I give you my promise that I will be telling you first.
Blue. Alright. We have that set aside. Got everyone down here. Then we're gonna sweep through monastery into the third floor.
My uncle gave me some of my father's belongings, weapons, books, but there was something else that my old man really wanted to pass down. He wanted me to inherit his mission, ensuring that Dimitri ascends the throne. Or so I believe.
Well then. Okay. And thanks for alerting, Trev Gaming.
Speaking of which, with the capital recaptured, I desire to call him Your Majesty rather than Your Highness. He would refuse my desire, rightfully pointing out that he has not as yet been crowned. However, the day this war is ended and the Church has placed the crown upon his head, then he will truly be our king, and I will call him Your Majesty at last. I must go hear the reports from our spies. There is something worrying me, and... No, it can wait. I shall tell you more when our information is more concrete.
Okay. Well, I think it's time that I begin working again. That was great. Both lands out there in here.
You plan to aid Claude, do you not? Huh, I think that is absolutely marvelous. Being opposing forces at the Battle of Gronder was ill-fated. It hurt to side against him. I am happy that things have taken a brighter turn now.
I thought there was a chance that Cornelia had captured Lady Rhea, but it seems that is not the case. Our next foe, Lord Arundel, was once a pious adherent to the Seros Creed. His contributions to the church stopped quite abruptly some time ago. I think it is likely the man knows something.
That's a good point. Oh yeah, I got S rank in authority. I forgot about that. Well, let's keep working on Netlands. It was what I'm planning to do for my character next run. I think I'm making him cavalry. Not sure yet.
Cornelia Arnhem. That's a familiar name, yes. She once studied in the Empire. My understanding is, shortly after I left the Empire, she did as well. Unlike myself, Cornelia traveled to the kingdom. Apparently, she halted a plague and was rewarded with a quite powerful appointment. That such an outstanding researcher should fall to such depravity. Sickening, Professor. And quite sad.
Yes, it is sad.
Even if we do enter Alliance territory, we're not gonna find Lady Rhea there. I wish we could leave Claude be and go attack the Empire. I suppose if we can't beat the Empire forces here, then we can't get into the Empire lands, can we? I guess that just means it's hard work time, huh, Professor?
Yep, it's hard work time. Always. Alright. Check the library. Linhart's there.
Have you considered traveling to the Empire, to the Kingdom, and then off to Alliance territory? Everyone certainly is busy. Perhaps it's not a bad thing now that I think about it.
Only time to nap between the journeys.
Peace will be lovely. Peace will, one assumes, be considerably less perilous.
Yeah. Certainly less perilous. Okay. Ooh.
Well...
Side here. Ooh.
It seems Dimitri has become downright charitable. But I believe he is operating under a serious misapprehension. It may appear as if Claude is appealing to Dimitri for aid, but that is not what is happening here. Yes, a fine example of how snap decisions based on mere appearances can lead to gross misunderstanding. Claude has asked for reinforcements from here because he knows that I am here. Simply put, he is not throwing himself on Dimitri's mercy, he is throwing himself on mine. I suppose there is nothing else for it, is there? We cannot turn our backs on those in need. Let us grant him the aid he requires.
You certainly think highly of yourself, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester.
Hello there!
Using the Great Bridge of Murden as a base, we'll spread out and cover as much ground as possible in our search for Her Grace. Judging by the information we've gathered, the most suspicious location is definitely the Imperial capital. The Hrim territory, whose leader is a mere puppet, and the Ire territory, whose leader was deposed and disappeared. The Empire has a lot of places with suspicious happenings. It's certainly worth investigating. But it won't do to take too much time in relieving the Alliance army. Please, hurry.
Don't worry, we'll hurry. The last two.
So House Regan has regained its influence in the Alliance and is gathering forces. Claude always was somewhat inscrutable. It's strange somehow to hear talk of his brilliance as the leader of the Alliance.
It is true.
The pro-imperialist lords who have let the Empire in have their hands tied. Houses Ardelia and Gloucester are exposed and likely caught off guard. That must mean that Claude's allies are... Geographically, it would be hard for him to commit his forces, and logically, it wouldn't make sense for him to offer support. Whatever the situation, Claude's military strength is lacking, and what's more, they suffered casualties at Gronder Field. I don't know how long the Alliance forces will be able to hold out against the Empire. We've got to move quickly, or we may be too late.
Oh, I should have picked Daphne. Okay. Anyway. Because they are kind of adjacent to that area.
Speaking of...
Anyway.
What do you think?
Well, it's up here.
What do you think? Remember the Death Knight who stabbed me 5 years ago? Of course you do. How could you forget? Well, it turns out he's a general in the Imperial Army, claiming victories on dozens of battlefields. But it looks like he's not at Deirdre. Like every man in my life, he's run away from me. And he better run. One day I'm gonna find that guy and pay him back for what he did to me.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be there with you.
What do you think?
Now to the cathedral. Of learning. Open door. Thank you. That was weird.
I was getting excited for our big Empire showdown. I spent so much time mentally preparing. Then we shifted focus to Deirdre. I hadn't been expecting that. But, as a knight who's sworn to serve the goddess, I cannot turn a blind ear to those who seek my aid.
Of course.
We're still searching for Lady Rhea. No news on that, I'm afraid. Lord Arundel, the Emperor's uncle, is the regent of the Empire. If we crush them at Deirdre, maybe we'll capture him and wring some clues out of him.
Good possibility.
You know,
Really?
please?
Only Dorothea's.
Pardon
Oh,
me.
there's a random parishioner here, I guess.
I heard that Deirdre is under attack. I hope Judith is all right. She may be the hero of Daphne, but facing the might of the Empire? I wish there was something more I could do. But I can only pray and hope.
Yeah, we can only hope.
Hello there.
Dimitri is going to Claude's aid. How great is that? It's like we've gone back to how things were 5 years ago. It's so nice. Just imagine if 80 was there too.
Well,
I suppose you can't ever really go back to the way things were in the
we kind of can't go back to that time. Not at all. Anyway. Everything.
Pardon me.
That said, let us go. One note, council. Well, I mean, it is true.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
Me. Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
Okay. Cathedral's down. Front.
Let's see. People praise Cornelia as, but above all.
Sylvain, Jose, Gautier. Next.
What about Deirdre, the
I mean the lance. I have Ambo outside my house.
Professor.
From Hilda.
Professor, I asked to be on the sidelines. Why did you put me on the battlefield? You did protect me, so I guess I can't complain. Wait a second, you're hurt. Did that happen when you were defending me? Oh, I thought so. How could you be so reckless? Perhaps you'll say that that's what friends do. They look out for each other and save each other. But if I saw you getting attacked, I wouldn't risk my neck to save you. No, don't overestimate me. I don't know if I've told you this, Professor. I have a very impressive big brother. I'm not just saying that. He's strong, smart, nice. He's basically perfect. Before Claude turned up, people talked about him becoming the next leader of the Alliance. Don't mention that to Lawrence, by the way. He never shuts up about that kind of thing. Anyway, my parents have high expectations for my brother, and he almost always meets them. No one expects anything of me. If something's even a little bit difficult, I find someone else to do it for me. That's what I've done my whole life. Of course! I can't stand the idea of not meeting someone's expectations. I know how people react when that happens. From watching my brother, I mean. People force their expectations on you, and then if you fail, they look so disappointed. Whenever that happens to my poor brother, he looks just devastated. So don't expect anything of me, please. That way, I can't disappoint you. You're stubborn. Okay, fine. Keep believing in me. I do want to support you and support my friends. I just don't want to let you down.
Oh, that's the A rank. No other ones are foot. I think Leone might actually have a better line than I. Not sure. I can learn from her.
Guess this doesn't end with that print. Whatever the.
Let's get the date.
There is still more to learn.
Alright, Zach. One more.
What do you think?
Speaking of which,
Even if we, I wish we, I guess that.
Alright. And we have supports. With Leone. Perfect. Oh, there.
Professor. Hey, Professor. Can we talk? I feel terrible about the last time we spoke. I was trying to apologize and just ended up losing my temper again. I'm really sorry. I figured you'd say that, but I still feel like an idiot. Somehow, I just have a hard time keeping my feelings in check around you. And I think if I don't just tell you what I'm thinking, we'll never be able to have a normal conversation. So, let me clear the air. I want us to, engage. Yeah, exactly. I know it's a sudden thing to ask, but I'm not going to feel settled until I know where I stand. Would you do that for me?
Alright, let's do it.
Good. Don't hold back, okay? I want to see you at your absolute best. Phew. You got me. I'm completely outmatched. Maybe, but you were definitely stronger. Honestly, that's what I needed to see. You're a true successor to Captain Gerald's style of swordplay. I almost felt like you were him. I thought I was competing with you, but that's as pointless as competing against him would have been. So instead of that, I'm going to focus on keeping the promise I made to him.
A promise,
Captain
Sarah.
Gerald said that if anything should happen to him, I'd have to support you in his place. He didn't sound serious at the time, but it was right before he... you know, before we lost him. So, I've decided. I'd like to do just what he said. I know I'm not as strong as I need to be, but I swear to you, I'll train until I am. What do you say? Can I call you my employer? Yes! It's
All right,
official.
time to employ
I'll
Leon.
protect you no matter what.
What's on account? Okay. And don't think I'm gonna bother. And will be silver maiding there. We get that blessing land to get that bonus and that stuff, and then we
Maybe.
figure out what we're doing there. Alright. Always manual instruction. Alright.
Wow, I seem to be on a roll. Still a long way to go. Hey, that was useful.
Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
Alright. Training.
This is making sense. Yes, very good.
Nice.
I learned. Thanks for.
Yes!
Alright. Well. Thing to prepare a grid for next. Well.
That was challenging.
Okay. 3.
What? This could be you.
Alright. Gosh.
I've learned. That's a relief. This will be.
I'll prepare him for withering.
This will be useful.
Time left.
Of course.
Or at least that's the plan. Well, I think I'm actually going to work. I think I'm actually working on Petra for thing.
One step before the next step.
Alright. Let's begin.
I gotta ask you something.
Well,
Makes sense to me.
give him a good hat.
Professor.
Sure. I mean, you are Grimory already, but, you know. When's his birthday? Oh, flower.
Nothing is impossible for us.
Dear goddess, please protect us.
Amazing, no?
All that work was worth it.
Yes.
I still have much to learn.
Feeling pretty good about this.
Now Hammond has me. I'm an enlightened one, of course. Okay. Battle. I said we were gonna do this. We're gonna do Ryan Rod, Iron Rod, Fortress City, Silver Maiden. I'm gonna do that one first.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You may leave now. Not really. There's just a problem I must now clean up. Do you know of Aryan Road? It is a fortress that also goes by the name of the Silver Maiden. Yes, I had thought I might have mentioned it before. It is a fortress city that is lauded as the strongest in the kingdom. The land around Aryan Road was once entrusted to Count Rowe. When he turned to the Empire, the Silver Maiden went with him. Now, one after another, the lords of each region are leaving the Empire at the call of the Eastern Lords. But I am sure the Empire has no plans to relinquish the fortress city, given its strategic position on the front lines of their war with the kingdom. Unless we can take back Aryan Road, the kingdom will continually be attacked at its weakest points. I was thinking that we need to deal with it soon, and that we need to investigate the status of the enemy's force, but I'm afraid so. We confirmed that troops departed the Imperial capital, headed for Aryan Road. If they are followed by a second and third batch of reinforcements, then the difficulty of taking back Aryan Road will increase exponentially. But that does not mean we are entirely without recourse. I am just at a loss as to when the soldiers will arrive.
Well, let's figure it out.
Right away. You never cease to amaze. Your answers always bring me joy. Okay, let's gather everyone immediately. We'll begin the war council for the departing troops.
Hippie happy. Alright. We have 11 people out here. What I'm gonna do is going Sophia have actually attack Gilbert. No, Gilbert go on Sophia. bring you for a nap. Think. Oh, then attach Miranda. I'll give Cyril back. Alright. Before I do that,
Come back.
I have Ram Pure off that way. And just a hole. Assuming these are traps. Yep, they're traps. Okay. Things are ready to fight.
It seems we are just in time. Any later and Aryan Road may have been lost. Her Majesty was right to send me here.
Hubert. So, you have come here in command of extra troops from the Imperial capital. I had hoped to take the fort while it was poorly defended, but now... well, there is nothing to be done. We must defeat him, and then take Aryan Road.
That's right.
Traps have been set throughout Aryan Road to repel invaders who make it inside. If I remember correctly, there should be devices somewhere that let you deactivate the traps. However, Aryan Road has been in Imperial hands for a while now. They may have changed how things work. But there's no point in dawdling. Let's just make a point to disable any devices we come across.
Alright, so I go for both of those. We want to activate the floor traps. I have an idea.
Let's make this quick.
Warp. By warp B. Find enemy lines.
More fighting.
That helps.
Then I have her warp the do behind enemy lines. They're currently here.
I am prepared.
You will regret that!
I'll cut
69,
back,
nice.
This is no time to stand idle.
Damn it, man.
I'll cut through. One to remember. Stronger, faster, never enough.
I'd be honored.
This is most likely. Or not quite killed. They have to stand on the floor trap to get to me. Huh.
Leave it to me.
I'm your girl.
Alright, he's
What's
out
next?
there. To your right.
At your service.
Ready for anything.
Nice.
I am not well pleased.
What's my strategy? It's over. All is going to plan.
Away he goes.
Ready when you are.
And lands.
You took me lightly.
He had no chance at that.
Surprise reinforcements. We must defeat them.
Weak.
Saw it coming.
Wow.
Too slow.
Watch and learn.
Wow. It's a good combo, actually. Alright. By 11 sword him. For her.
Allow me to demonstrate.
By
I must
critically
lead
11
them well.
sword her. Perfect.
No luck, buddy. All the city's defenses are under my control.
So, the system has been modified. The person operating the traps must be elsewhere.
the only way.
You ready?
Have the bread.
I'm sorry.
So reliable.
Shield me as
No time to slow down.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
So coming.
On my own!
I won't stop here. Pathetic.
Luck wasn't with you.
Good job, dude. Fantastic. Reinforcements keep coming.
I'll end this quickly.
There we go.
I must continue my training.
That should take care of the traps.
Here is something to believe in!
There's no turning back now.
Here's something to believe in. Have a sword at the back. Might as well do this so we can trigger.
I suppose you thought defeating the troops outside the castle first would demoralize the ones within. Not such a bad idea, honestly. But you failed to account for me.
For you.
Another face to haunt me. Only the strong succeed.
In here. Get punched out.
More proof of my loyalty.
Damn. Okay.
Well met.
That's right. Oh, yeah, we'll hit him.
If I live, I fight.
Thanks.
They just had her. Thanks for the lurk, Daisy. Daisy. Alright. Well. Okay.
Orient Road is a crucial asset to the Empire. You will not pry it from our grasp.
Oh, we will, don't worry. Okay, throw a meteor on me.
I can do no less. I shall not stray. Nice try. It is done. Onward.
Well, the good news, he doesn't have any more meteors to throw at me. Bad news. Well, that really hurt Dimitri a lot.
Quite helpful.
Alright, well, I'm gonna start punching out.
Luck wasn't with you.
That one. Outrange him, get him out of the way.
I'm still here.
It'll be good.
Seems I've improved again.
Well, the Matrix has a move
I
that can
swear it
destroy
wasn't in
anything,
vain.
so...
All is going to plan. I will see this war through.
Yes. Okay. Well... both of those people are bows. Bow users. don't foresee myself getting too far in this. Unless I wait there for a minute.
On to the next battle. I won't stop here. Another face to haunt me.
It's my duty. Without power, who can you protect?
Everyone.
My duty is your death.
Whoops.
If I live, I fight.
Okay. Well, at least we got
Greatness
a
awaits
good
me.
level up out of for Ferdinand.
Now to apply this knowledge.
Thanks so much.
Move it that way, actually.
Thanks for that.
Okay.
My work's not done.
That's good.
All in his service! I'll cut a path for His Highness.
I expect no less.
Could just annihilate Heward. Fine. Oh, brave village.
I won't falter.
Too
No
slow.
chance.
Allow me to demonstrate! I must lead them well.
Alright, he's out. Go to the ballpark there.
I'm stronger than before.
Ooh, yeah.
An encouraging display. No time for pity.
An event sale. Don't leave.
Good. We've cut them off from their reinforcements.
I'll end this quickly.
And he's
It is
dead.
done. Onward.
I'm still here.
And he's dead. Right.
I won't be deterred!
Hurt the hero.
That's as far as I go. I'll withdraw. For now.
Get out of here. Hubert
The
is
Empire
with it.
troops are withdrawing. This is it. We failed to get Hubert, but at least we have recaptured Aryan Road. Let's clean up the wreckage and return to Garrick Mach. Well done, everyone. The day is ours.
Hell yes. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, it's you. I think all of this work is just catching up with me. Just pretend that yacht never happened. By the way, I wanted to thank you for your help with the Aryan Road campaign the other day. You were exceptional. Your leadership was key in taking back Aryan Road safely. Indeed, everyone gave their all for victory. I am always being saved by those around me, it seems. It seems that after taking back Aryan Road, many things are changing within the kingdom. Specifically, the lesser lords of the lands surrounding Aryan Road have pledged vassalage to the kingdom. The knights they possess may now be added to the kingdom's army. And if that happens, I would like to leave them in your capable hands. Also, my apologies. Here I am, simply throwing one report after another at you. Perhaps. It is certainly true that I have been stuck in my quarters lately, dealing with more official business and other such tasks than ever before. But that is something I have been putting off for far too long. Though it is exhausting, filling in the blanks of 5 years and several months must be done. I am going to tackle them all, one at a time. That is one small part of my atonement. So, Professor, I have been doing all of the talking, but I assume you came here for a reason. A victory celebration, you say? You know, this reminds me of that time I dragged you to the dining hall. Do you recall? If memory serves, that was after the mock battle between the houses. It was a wonderful time. We had just finished our mission, and we were invited to join in the celebration. You know, every once in a while, I do long to be part of the group as well. But do you think that it is really acceptable for someone like me to quietly join in the merriment? really think so? Well, if you insist. Thank you, Professor. Now then, let's go. Together.
Alright. Now, we got the battalion. Who can you? Oh, I can definitely. Well, that requires an A rank. Use. I think we're just gonna go back to Monastery. We don't want to take too much time here. Go through the block. Or ones are from that area, rather. I think. Well, he doesn't have any weaknesses, technically speaking. What if I...
I appreciate your coaching. I appreciate... I am relieved. I am quite pleased. Another gain from mortal risk. Now is the time.
Okay.
Tell me, am I achieving anything yet?
Probably soon enough.
That went way better than expected. That went way better than expected.
Yeah.
I think I'm improving.
I know where I'm gonna put Caspar next. Or that. Well, he's not completely bad at reading faith. At least. Although I think we are going to start working on faith that kick-started.
I'd never have learned this back in my room. I did pretty well.
Alright. Dorothea time. He doesn't really ride horses or fly.
I appreciate your
Okay. Ooh. I'll definitely be using my Scythia in the next one. Oh. Get that out.
easier than I thought. I guess all that time wasn't wasted. Don't stop.
Alright, I was training her in sword.
It was quite a challenge. Perseverance is the key. It was quite a I've got to keep...
Lastly...
I got it right. Oh, I was just lucky. I'll keep trying my best. I've got the gist of it now. I got it right. I'll keep trying my...
Alright. Now, for training.
Professor.
Amazing, no?
Nice.
I have much expertise now.
It seems my proficiency has improved.
Nice. Alright, and we're gonna explore again. Probably wrong. To the dining hall.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
I would be liking that greatly.
I think I'm good. Together.
Ooh, I love this stuff.
This is my favorite.
I think all of them are stays is pretty.
This is my absolute favorite.
Delicious.
Ooh, I think I like this.
World. Fish.
I appreciate any good meal.
This food is a revelation.
Took Ash Sylvain. Cynthia. You're up.
That looks appetizing.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor.
Beef sorbet. Perfect.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
Oh yeah.
Eating delicious.
Alright, that's dealt with. We have supports. Dimitri, thanks.
Good evening, Dimitri. Have you come to pray?
Something like that. And you?
Oh yes, that's why I'm here. I love how calm and peaceful the cathedral is this late at night.
It really is.
Coming here on a quiet night always makes me think of those who aren't with us anymore. We've lost so many in this war, too many to count. I hope they all get to live in eternal happiness at the goddess's side. These prayers are all I have to offer.
You are a kind soul, Mercedes.
I think you're kind too, Dimitri. Sometimes to a fault.
Kind? Me? No, not at all. I am just a killer. A disgusting monster.
But why do you kill? For the sake of your loved ones? Those who have passed? Real monsters kill for selfish reasons. They're incapable of expressing sorrow when they kill. So please, don't call yourself a monster.
Mercedes, I am scared. So scared that I will forget their faces. The people who have died. Who I have killed. I cannot let myself forget them. I know that, and yet... Whatever my feelings, it is all the act of a monster.
It's sad, but the truth is that people forget. You may be afraid to forget your past, but you'll never be able to revisit it. Living in the present is the best we can do. We owe it to those who can't come back.
If someone had said those words to me 5 years ago, I would be a different man today.
What do you want to do now, Dimitri? Continue fighting for those who have died? Not as a king, but as my classmate. What do you want to do?
My own dreams. I have never given it any thought. What about you? What do you want, Mercedes?
I want to keep sewing and training with you, even after you've become king. I want to be your friend.
But I have no right to stand beside you.
Please, I can't hear any more of this self-deprecation. I just want to be by your side. Is that so much to ask?
Mercedes. I want the same thing. If you allow it, I wish to stay by your side.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels that way. Let's spend a little more time here together, just the two of us.
Oh. To do and
You're quite late getting back.
The scouting mission didn't go well. I was so busy I didn't even have time to eat.
I thought that might be the case. Gilbert was exhausted too. Glad you made it. I saved some food for you.
Oh, thanks. I'm starving. Your cooking's fantastic, as always. The spices were a nice touch. I could really taste the Dusker inspiration. You remembered that I wanted to try more Dusker cuisine, didn't you?
Yes. How is it?
Amazing. You're a much better chef than I am.
Your cooking is not bad at all.
Thanks. My father would be glad to hear it.
Is he the one who taught you?
Not exactly. I learned from watching him work the kitchen in his restaurant. And what about you? I think you said that you and your sister helped with the cooking at home.
Yes. I learned by watching my mother. Nothing remains of Dusker. The towns, the people, the culture. All of it was put to the torch. My mother and sister are gone. Yet that simple memory of them standing together in the kitchen is so clear, so real.
So in a way, you put those memories into this meal.
Yes. Through me, they are able to live on.
I like that way of thinking. The church may not like my feelings on this, but in Fodlan, when people die, they pass on to be with the goddess, right?
I suppose.
That seems so far away. I'd rather they stayed here. My parents, my brother, Lanato, maybe they can all live on through me, too.
As long as you think of them, they will.
Dudu, your cooking is delicious. It really is.
Careful, or you will oversalt it.
That's all right. Thank you, Dudu.
Eat as much as you'd like.
And figured that would happen eventually.
Yes! These are the moments I live for!
I don't understand you.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Oh god.
Trust me, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You have that way about you, Felix. Just walking on people doing things that they don't want to see. Like stuffing their face with cake or dancing or some other such thing.
So how did you like the cake? I bet you ate it, didn't you? I knew it was irresistible. What was the experience like? I'm curious, from a research perspective.
I don't know, I didn't eat it. I gave it to some kid.
You gave it to some undeserving child?
We've been over this. I don't like sweets.
Cake is not a sweet. Cake is the divine essence of the heavens.
Everyone has their own tastes.
That's true, but life without cake is no life at all. Your dismissiveness regarding cake is inexcusable.
I'm not sure why you're so fixated on this.
Just cake.
I simply can't resist the spongy magnificence of cakes. I don't understand how you can be so dispassionate about it.
I don't know, I just don't like it.
Just try a bite. Come on, open up.
No, I already told you I don't want it.
But I made this one, with care and attention, love even. And I went light on the sugar, just for you.
Not light enough, I bet. If I eat this, will you stop bothering me?
More or less. Just don't give it to some silly child this time.
Let's get this over with.
Time to eat that cake, Felix. Oh yeah, they're A rank.
No good. I've lost sight of them completely, and those monsters might still be out there. I'd better get back to the monastery before dark.
Ash! Ash! I finally found you.
Cyril? What are you doing here? You're awfully far from your post.
I'd heard you'd gone missing, so I started looking for you everywhere. Here, I brought you a map. You can use this to get home later, right?
You came all this way for that? Alone? It's dangerous out here.
Am I being a nuisance?
Well, of course not. This is a big help, actually. You took a serious risk coming out here, though.
But I thought we were friends. That's what you told me, Ash. You said friends help each other when they're in trouble.
I did say that. You're right. Come on, let's get back to the monastery. I could use your help finding the way.
I know you could. That's why I came out here. Oh no, I just thought about it. I'm gonna be in trouble when I get back, huh?
Maybe. Leaving your post is against orders. But don't worry, I'll take a share of the punishment.
What? Why? You did nothing wrong.
True. We're friends, though, aren't we?
Friends gotta get punished together, too? I don't know about all that.
Of context says fucking great, I'm sorry.
I wouldn't put it like that. I'd say friends stick together, through good and bad. So, let's split the blame. That's what friends are for.
Wow, so that's what friends are for. Okay then, when you're in trouble next time and you need my help, I'll go with you to get punished.
Good. I hope you remember that, because I think we're going to be friends for a long time.
You betcha. Friends for life, Ash. That's a promise.
Am straight.
Delicious.
Marianne, may I join you?
Yes, Ferdinand. Of course. Is something wrong?
I am sorry, but, you seem very different compared to how you were before.
That may be true.
Right there. You're smiling. I do not think I have ever seen you smile.
Please, you're making me blush.
I do not mean to embarrass you. I am just saying you seem to have truly changed.
Well, I have you to thank for that. In truth, I spent a lot of time thinking about what you said. It meant so much when you told me that everyone has a purpose to fulfill. Even me.
I am so glad to hear you say that, Marianne. I wonder, did you find a purpose for yourself?
No, not yet. But I've been much happier since I started thinking about it more. I remembered a time back when I was working at the animal clinic. The rest of the staff was so thankful for the work I had done. Even in something as simple as looking after animals, I was able to make myself useful to others. Thinking about it made me realize that anyone can make other people happy, even someone like me.
It sounds to me like you have already found your answer.
What do you mean?
Making people happy. If you ask me, that is a truly worthwhile purpose.
You may be right. I just remembered. I wanted to ask about your food.
Yes? What about it?
Today was my turn to prepare the meal. How is it?
Oh, it is delicious. The flavor and the texture are superb, so you are certainly making me happy.
I'm glad you like it.
I hope you will learn to like yourself. For what it is worth, I like you.
Oh?
Well then.
Maybe, if you have the time, you can cook something for me again? For me alone, I mean.
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Alright, got all those out of the way. Now we do... the cathedral. To you.
Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
What do you think?
Alright, I began building infection of them.
Lawrence, at it again.
Hello, Hilda. Are you training too? If that's the case, I may have to revise my opinion of you. Increased strength and skill would serve as perfect complements to your beauty and esteemed lineage.
No, I just left something here. I don't share your tireless work ethic. You're quite something. I don't think I've ever seen you take a break.
When the fate of all Fodlan rests on your shoulders, the rigors of training seem paltry by comparison. Besides, when my admirers see that even an individual of my talent possesses a diligent work ethic, it is sure to inspire them.
I see, but I was wondering... Never mind, you're clearly busy.
Oh, is there something you require? What do you need? There is nothing I cannot handle.
Oh, the trouble is, I'm no good at fighting. I'm a fragile young lady, not a fearsome warrior. I didn't even want to join the academy, honestly. My brother made me.
Of course. For a delicate flower such as yourself, no doubt battle must present a terrible hardship.
It does. It truly does. So I was wondering if in the next battle you'd do my fighting for me? I mean, I can put on a tough, I'm actually fighting kind of air, but that's not quite enough on its own.
Please, leave all of the difficulty to me. I shall permit no harm to befall you.
Ah, I'm so happy. In that case, I'll focus on giving a convincingly soldierly performance. You know, Lawrence, you're a good guy. Not that I'd have expected anything less from a noble.
With each of your foes that I vanquish, I shall only become ever stronger. Yes, leave it all to me.
What a guy. And all I had to do was ask.
Well then.
Maybe I'll have a snack.
Okay. Easy and oh. And that is sub Twitch Prime. Thanks, Necro Junkie. Oh god. How have you been? It's been eons.
What do you think? Remember the Death Knight who's well, but and he
Centuries.
What do you think?
Speaking of which...
I thought there was our next is contra.
I just thought so. Oh. Seems that I cannot activate. The Japanese voice acting from here. Ugh, that's no good. At least you're feeling a little better. Hopefully it gets absolutely better. If you want, I'm gonna hop into the Discord there. For shenanigans to ensue. We'll instruct manually as usual. I think I'll keep the group task on Ferdinand and Marianne. Just build that. Meanwhile, I think I'm going to work on Ferdinand, of course.
I am relieved I got it right.
There we go.
Seems simple enough. I am quite pleased.
Also know that Ferdinand can sword dance, so we're working
I'm
on
beginning to I appreciate your coaching.
Why not? 2. Not good with axes, not good with pushing people.
Oh, I was right? How embarrassing. Tell me, can I use this off the battlefield?
Unfortunately, probably not.
It is a long road.
Alright, taskbar. And hello.
Hello.
What is up?
No. Not much.
Ah.
Oh.
That sometimes happens.
Realizing how close I am with
That went
getting to flying. So I've been doing some of that.
Thanks for your.
I have a little bit of energy. I went to work yesterday and ended up getting sick while I was at work. Yeah. Came home and running a fever.
That's
All
not good.
times.
I got it. I'd never. I did.
Meanwhile, I'm just training troops here to prepare for another round of New Game Plus when it comes.
Nice.
Everything.
No.
How's the Fire Emblem going?
I have a.
It is going alright.
You are. You have. You have. I have
I'm
understood.
close to the end of the game, actually. Just this chapter, and then probably another stream for the final 2 battles. Or chapters, I guess. And
That wasn't difficult. I'm getting it. Your praise is appreciated. That wasn't difficult. You're good.
alright. Training round.
Professor.
And Linhart wants to talk to me. Okay.
Ah, yes. Professor, what brings you out so late? that was likely my voice. I've been worrying about something. I asked you once to help me achieve my goal of being a person who can simply nap all day. Then I thought, if the world becomes a peaceful place, all my crest research might be for naught. Well, I don't see how crests have much use in times of peace. Certainly there are crests that make you stronger and could be used in engineering. And I suppose crests that increase magical abilities might help doctors heal injuries. Still, the possibilities seem limited. It's as if crests were designed to be used only in times of war. Their power meant to bring about death and destruction. I cannot prove what I say is true, but suppose for a moment that it is. The longer this war goes on, the more useful my crest research becomes. But if the war were to end today, we would go on living, perhaps not using the power of our crests at all. It is truly my dream to be a crest scholar, but I also dream of all the wonderful naps peace would bring. Saying it all out loud, it feels a rather
On
stupid
one
thing
hand,
to worry over.
peace would mean
Knowledge
all
or
the naps in
peace,
the world are
sleep or
possible.
war?
But on the other hand, your research is worthless. What a conundrum.
Thank you, Professor. I appreciate the sentiment. Although if I stop researching crests, I'll have one less excuse to spend time with you. Professor, don't make faces like that. People like you, who listen to my blathering and then nod and smile as though what I say matters, people like you are very precious to me.
That's my ace support with Linhart. Oh boy.
Amazing, no?
Very amazing. And now for seminar. Let's see. I've said a few.
Can I use this off the battlefield?
And now for mission. And our mission is to go save Claude.
Claude.
Yes. Claude.
Thank you.
Having allowed the Imperial Army to invade, the Alliance Army makes their last stand at the center of House Regan territory in Deirdre. The Kingdom Army rushes to their aid after amassing more troops.
And also, the guy that we have to take down, he kind of looks like a Dracula.
He looks like a Dracula. That's cool. Dracula.
The citizens of Deirdre have all been evacuated and are now at sea. Are you sure about this? If Deirdre were to fall, those ships don't have enough resources for...
Deirdre won't fall. Have some faith in me, will you?
Oh, yes, sir.
Our line of defense has been broken. The Imperial Army will be here any moment.
Understood. You two join up with the troops in the city.
Yes, sir.
Judith, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's been years since I last battled in the city streets.
Don't go messing up because your vision is weakened with age. Take the defensive for now.
Yeah, I get it. You hang in there too, boy. Your wounds from Gronderfield haven't fully healed yet, have they?
No, but it's not like I can sit this one out. I have to make my daring escape after all. Yeah, for the last time, stop calling me boy. That's an official order from the leader of the Alliance.
Understood, leader man.
Don't you mess
I
up.
wonder if our little ray of hope will show up. We fought on opposite sides at Gronder, didn't we?
They'll come. You can count on it. If anyone can bring him back, it's Teach. Teach will talk and he'll listen. But more than anything, I've seen their skill and their
Leader of
abilities.
the Alliance is a
I
boy.
believe in them.
Yes.
Claude, reinforcements are coming from the west. Their banner is that of the kingdom.
What did I tell you? They're here, and just in time.
It appears the Imperial Army has already marched
Meanwhile,
into Deirdre.
everyone is
engaged
still in
the
their lounge
Alliance.
wear, except for those that
It
can't
seems
be
the
in
Imperial
wear.
advance has been stalled by guerrilla skirmishes. The Alliance forces are holding out, but they won't last much longer.
That must be Judith of House Daphne, who joined up with Claude's troops. To think Judith, a true hero, would find herself backed into a corner like this.
It is not so. The Alliance has only drawn the
To
enemy
be
so
fair,
deeply
we
into the
did
city to
steal
allow us to
like
attack them from
every
behind.
last house member of the Golden Deer House, except for Claude, who we cannot recruit,
I believe so.
obviously.
He put his soldiers into position purely on the belief that we'd come. I can't believe Claude would risk everything on that belief. He has placed all of his hopes on us. Let's make sure we live up to his expectations, Professor. Here we go. Let's move!
All right. Hippity hoppity on the loading screen. Switching controlling by tilting my switch controller ever so slightly and hitting the B button to jump. You can also disco in place.
Go in place. Disco Inferno.
Now we're gonna have 11 people. Let's see. Assign Gilbert to Cynthia. Actually, don't know. It's gonna be a I reassign Gilbert. Ash. Detach Cyril. And I'll put Cyril on Cynthia. Anyway. Got to go fix our arms back up.
Come back.
Actually, find out.
Oh no.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Thanks a bunch.
Come back.
Alright. I think we're ready for bed. Before we do that. There's no way this guy's gonna be nearly as sturdy as who would replace him more. So,
Just not sturdy.
and oh look, the enemy has mortal savants. Okay. Okay, I think we're good.
The leader of the Alliance has managed to escape to the harbor, has he? Those rats resist in vain.
Fucking Dracula.
Ah!
Your Excellency, there's an army closing in on us from outside. The banners are those of House Blathid.
Blathid? I see. That idiot failed, it seems. Hurry up and kill the leader of the Alliance. With him gone, Deirdre will fall.
I will not let Claude die. Let's hurry to his rescue.
Hey, you're late. Hurry up and help.
Let's make this quick.
First, we're going to warp the dude behind the enemy lines.
Yeah.
Because of course. Get in there.
Get in there.
I am prepared.
We have him punch this magic casting swordsman in the face a couple of times. Because I don't want him to interfere.
Luck wasn't with you.
Yeah. No, I don't.
A step forward.
More fighting.
That helps.
And I'm gonna have her warp Ash behind enemy lines to wreak havoc.
I'd be honored. I won't falter.
Okay.
What's my strategy? Another victory.
I'll cut through.
Leave it to me.
I'm your girl. Ready when you are.
Ready for anything. Thank you.
At your service.
It's time!
That guy missed with his entire battalion. Wow.
Good.
It won't be in vain.
another victory.
Let's go.
Moral Savants. They're kind of not great.
The subjugation of Deirdre is complete. We will be joining the main army now.
They're showing up one after another. Nothing for it but to blockade the gate leading to the town. I don't want the enemy's numbers to increase anymore.
It's no good. We're surrounded. But I need to hurry up and rescue the boy. To get to the harbor, first we have to get rid of the enemy mercenaries. There's no other way.
Shut!
Sorry.
I must steel myself. Thank you. That was a big help. I'll go and cover our leader.
You know, I'll have Ash sneak in and start wreaking havoc on Yummy and behind. Alright, the dude punched his other sword casting mage. He was punched hard.
Attack for His Highness.
I don't expect forgiveness.
Frisbees at the sky.
I'm sorry.
Frisbees up there.
Apologies.
And we move in.
Next try.
I must pull through.
Clever. I can't believe they pushed through to here. Nothing is more foolish than dying in vain. Let's get to the harbor and finish off the leader of the Alliance.
Here is something to believe in! This could turn the
And
tides.
90 crit.
Ooh.
took me lightly. I must continue my training.
Yes.
Dang bears.
Dang it.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Other guys. That guy's fine. Oh. In that case, that's one I want.
Yay.
Thank you.
Trying to do.
Luck wasn't with you.
Get a double crit on that guy.
Nice.
It's my duty. I'll keep moving forward.
You lost that one.
Meanwhile, throwing the purple drink at.
I aspire to be my best.
It's just asthma.
This still isn't good enough. Thank you. What's my strategy? It won't be in vain. I'm good now.
Ineffective. All in his service.
All in service.
I'll
of
cut a
punching.
path for His Highness.
Nothing bites so hard as a cornered rat, eh?
Oh my god, actually going to crit the boss and kill him instantly.
Yeah.
That was a short battle.
That's what's up. Dang.
Get out of here, Dracula.
Be gone, Dracula. To rise again later.
Maybe I'm not a total
Go
waste.
back into the darkness, Dracula.
Uncle, I need to know. The incident 9 years ago. You were involved, weren't you?
Also, he's Dimitri's uncle.
Uh-oh.
You know something. What did Cornelia... No. What did my stepmother do?
You are not qualified to look into the darkness.
Really now. As a screenshot worth keeping, you're not qualified to look into the darkness.
You and Edelgard, do your best to kill each other. You are family after all. There it is. The light.
Well. We got a giant shell. And also, it was known to us, the player, but now it is known to everyone else that Dimitri and
he's dead.
The Emperor
Here goes our
of the
chance to gain more
Empire
information.
are siblings.
And again, even if we had managed to capture him
Or
alive,
step-siblings, rather.
judging by the way he was acting.
Teach is absolutely right. We should take this rare opportunity to let off some tension.
It's been a long time, Claude. I'm glad to see that you're safe.
Same. I haven't seen you since the nightmare that was Gronder. You really did come to help us. You must be a bunch of soft-hearted suckers, huh?
If you really felt that way, you would not have set up a defensive battle in the hopes that we would come. It worked out only because we made it in time. Were you really so confident that we would answer the call?
Of course. I knew you wouldn't hesitate to put yourself second and come running to our aid. You and I are cut from different cloth. I wouldn't make a move unless I could gain something from it. You've always been just the opposite. And of course, I've always been fond of taking dangerous risks. After all, I sent that express messenger before you had even recaptured the kingdom capital. If all went to plan, I knew you'd recapture it soon, and then respond to our request for aid. It was riskier than usual, I'll give you that, but it was the only card I had to play, so I took the gamble.
You crossed too many dangerous bridges for my liking.
I know. But that ends today.
What do you mean?
Here, take this. Use it however you see fit.
Oh hey, a funny-looking bow.
Oh, fail not. Isn't this the hero's relic of House Regan? Hold, Claude. This must be one of your jokes.
Funny-looking bow, huh?
You cannot truly intend to part with this.
It's a gift.
It's not a joke. As of today, the Leicester Alliance is no more.
Just what are you planning, Claude?
If you're going to lead Fodlan, then the Alliance Lords will follow you. Back in the day, the Alliance split off from the Kingdom. I'm just putting us back together again. Oh, and I've already gained the support of the other Lords at the Roundtable Conference, so you can stop looking at me like I'm crazy. All that's left for me is to officially step down as the leader of the Alliance. Hold your horses there, Teach. I'm leaving Fodlan. There are things I have to do. Dreams I need to
Claude
see
is
to
leaving
fruition.
Fodlan. So you'll not join us.
That's why I became the Alliance leader to begin with, actually. But it left me no time for what I was really after.
I have an idea of where he's
You
going.
better not take on too many responsibilities yourselves, or
Not
else
yet.
you'll end up in the same boat.
Not until we get
And
to
remember,
him.
both the living and
his
the
story.
dead cling to us without any regard for our own lives. It's up to us to break free of that weight and follow the path that we believe in.
Claude.
Oops, I almost forgot the most important thing. If you're looking for Rhea, apparently she's being held captive in the Imperial capital. It doesn't sound like they intend to kill her, but there's no telling what they're planning.
You have my gratitude, Claude.
Gratitude? Thanks, but no thanks. As far as I'm concerned, we're even now. I don't know how many years will pass until then, but let's promise to meet again. And when we do, don't be too hard on me, your kingliness.
We save the fell not.
Well, Dimitri, are you finally going to tell us the damn truth?
What are you talking about?
Didn't Lord Arundel say something about you and Edelgard being family?
To claim that the king and the emperor are related. Could it be?
Ah, I suppose I never told you, though I do recall mentioning it briefly to the professor. Lord Arundel spoke the truth. My stepmother was Edelgard's birth mother. Political turmoil drove my stepmother out of the Empire. Father fell in love with her at first sight, and they married. I lost my birth mother before I was old enough to remember her. My stepmother filled that role for me, but she lost her life in Duskwood 9 years ago, along with Father.
Hang on. I didn't even know she was your stepmother. Did my father know about this?
Yes, all those who were close to my father knew, including Rodrigue. But to speak openly about it would have caused a scandal. And so she was our secret. No one in the general public knew about her. Naturally, the fact that Edelgard and I are step-siblings was kept a secret as well.
I'm finally beginning to understand what you went through 5 years ago. I mean, Edelgard is the only family you have left, isn't she? To find out someone so precious to you is actually your most hated enemy. How heartbreaking.
But wait! You two were born and raised in 2 different territories, right? So you probably never met until you were both at the academy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the idea of fighting family is just about the worst thing ever. But hopefully the fact that she's a stepsister who you never really knew helps with the pain? I don't know. It was just a thought.
I am afraid that's not the case. Though it was only for a short time, Edelgard once called Ferdiad home. It was a long time ago, but she was a cherished friend of mine.
Wait! I remember now! She was that girl, wasn't she? The one you gave a dagger to. So, your little girlfriend was Edelgard.
Sylvain, if you have any more foolish things to say, please hold them for later.
I do have a few more in my
Oh
sleeve.
yeah, I forgot. I gave a knife to
Go on, Your
Edelgard.
Highness. This is important for us to hear.
She may be a hated enemy now, but the Emperor is your old friend and your stepsister. Can you bring yourself to kill her?
I will kill her, if I must. But if there is any chance that the world she seeks to create could be a just one, then I would love to see a future in which I may reach out my hand for her and have her reach back. That said, I have no intention of letting my personal feelings cloud my judgment. Too much is at stake.
Your Highness, I think you should meet with the Emperor and at least try to talk to her. If there's any hope of ending this war without more bloodshed, we have to try. Besides, killing your own family, I'm sorry, but it's not right.
I think so too. And you are right that we should at least try.
I see. So my uncle's defeat is beyond doubt?
Yes, Your Majesty. I have confirmed it via countless channels. I advise that we accept this as a drop of joy amid a pool of sorrow.
Pretty words, but I'm afraid we can't rest until the joy outweighs the sorrow. And for that to happen, it now seems we must confront them all at once. Dimitri, who took back Ferdiad, Claude, who managed to protect the Alliance, and that professor, who is successfully mobilizing the Knights of Seiros.
What will you do, Your Majesty?
Pull back our forces. In the west to Arian Road. In the east to...
Fort Mercius, I presume. There is no better place for such a confrontation, after all.
Indeed. And dispatch the Death Knight to guard it. He can buy us some time. In the meantime, I will...
Forgive me, but I must speak bluntly. I do not agree with what you intend to do. Though slight, there is a chance that once done, it cannot be undone.
Even I cannot always choose the direction my path leads me. There is no other way. And so, I must walk on.
Intrigue.
I have to discuss some of the new Pathfinder stuff from our book that we got.
Pathfinder.
Part 2.
Yeah, for the 2E.
Azure Moon.
I think
Blue Sea
there's some
Moon.
things in there I think you might really
The
like.
Impregnable Fortress.
Pretty cool.
When Claude steps down as its leader, the Leicester Alliance disbands, and its lords swear fealty to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Well, the Alliance has joined the
Chaos
kingdom.
in the kingdom begins to dissipate
Bum-bum.
as the people unite under Dimitri's rule.
Oh, my head is killing me. I need to take some
Riding
medicines.
this momentum, the Kingdom Army prepares to march south for a decisive battle against Imperial forces.
Oh wait, the final chapter is 22, so we're not quite near the end yet. It's 3 more battles, not 2. Oh well.
Thanks.
We will finally have our decisive battle with the Empire this month. The Eastern Lords are in the process of consolidating all of the troops within the entire kingdom. In addition, ever since Aryan Road's liberation, the Western Lords have been declaring their fealty, one after another.
Affairs within the kingdom have calmed down considerably, and we even managed to win over the Alliance.
Although it was a rough go at first, I'm starting to feel like we could actually win this. That's true. Thinking back on it now, we've really come a long way.
We even have a lead as to where Rhea is located. It is as we predicted all along. If we are to rescue Rhea, then we must defeat the Emperor. If we're going to march from the monastery to Inbar, then we'll have to cross the Great Bridge of Myrden again, right?
Yes, I believe so. As we have gained the Alliance's support, we should not have any trouble this time. After the bridge, we can cross Gronder Field and head south. And then we'll take Mercius, the so-called impregnable fortress that towers on the other side.
Fort Mercius, I know of it. They say it rivals even Aryan Road.
Count Burgleys, the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs, once had troops stationed there.
Count Burgleys.
But according to our spies, a large-scale military force has entered the stronghold. Perhaps they are gathering soldiers from various regions to compensate for their losses. If we try to avoid it, those troops will follow us and attack from the rear. It is best for us to handle the situation head-on. Once we take Fort Mercius, Enbar will be within reach. This is the Empire's last chance to stop us from arriving at our goal.
In other words, if we take this fort, then our blades will be at the Emperor's throat in no time.
If this is the last fort between us and them, then the Emperor will likely do everything she can to strengthen its defenses.
I just received a report on that very subject. The one commanding the troops stationed at Fort Mercius is someone we have crossed blades with many times. It is the Death Knight who awaits us there.
What happened?
Oh, so that's
I heard a
who
bunch
will
of
be
like
battling
crashing nearby.
O'Neill.
Oh no.
I think it's just like metal. It's probably okay.
Hope so.
Or at least it'll be okay until we hear like the cops, the ambulances coming. In which case, well. Oh well.
Bueno.
Explore. Oh, I forgot to check the greenhouse when that one time was happening. Okay. Well. Plant these. And I'll spread a Pegasus mirror.
Yum.
Professor! Hello.
Welcome.
Alright, we don't have any.
Will this one do? Many things. Will this one do? Will this one do? Many things. Will this one do? Many things. Will this one do? Many things. Come back soon.
Okay. I think it's time to do some inventory management. We're near the end after all.
Ate a chicken wing then. Wish I had chicken wing. Wish I could eat you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do final thing, stream, and prepare for the end.
Yeah.
Well, okay, maybe not the end, but it'll be pretty close to
The end.
because there are 22 chapters in the Blue Lions round, and this is chapter 20.
Yeah.
So, girl, we have lever down points. We have an owl. And we're gonna save. Okay. Leave it this time.
Do I want to boost a Void Priest?
Do you want to boost?
I have made a Void Priest person thing. I've been thinking about boosting. Just because I hear they're pretty cool. That one's a class that I've always wanted to do. I'll decide that after I get the flying. I'm waiting to do all other level things before go after the flying. Madman! Let's watch it.
Oh man.
Pardon my dying.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in to the stream, folks. We hope to see you again. Y'all have a marvelous, fantastical day.
Have a lovely
or
day.
night, wherever you may be.
Right.
And now we end.